Alright, alright, alright. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rish Giordano, and it is Friday, March 19th, 2021. Let's get up to the right position here. Yes, we are in we got a fire. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, Ma. Ma. No, it wasn't me. Oops. Somebody was ablaze. Something's afoot. My blaze, my foot. All right. Tonight we got a pretty good show. Got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. A little bit of a concern about certain letters. The 3Ds. We must stop saying the 3Ds. You don't know what it is? I think I'm creating this issue. But there are 3 words. 2 of them are the same. That I don't want to be heard anymore because there's no such thing. I actually made a video about it today for Twitter. A 1-minute, 7-second video. And then I watched it and I took it down. I said, I don't want to talk about it. What is going on with the volume again? I thought I fixed this. Hello, check, 1 to check, ooh, no. Everything should be okay. All right, the levels look good. So, I don't want to talk about the 3Ds anymore, and we'll start the show off with that in a minute. And what else we got? Oh, the UFO landing in the forest. Yeah, it's a couple of years old, but somebody sent it to me. I can't remember who. I can't remember anything anymore. But there's a video. Actually, Third Phase of Moon has one of these in their archives too. So I don't know what's going on. But we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at some other sightings from around the internet, around the world. Nothing really major. I think April is going to be a major month for UFO sightings. I don't know why, but I think April is going to be a significant... Actually, April, May, and June, the next 3 months coming up. I don't know what it is. I felt it last year, and I'm like, you know what? April next year, something's going to happen. Like around... It feels like the 17th, the 15th, somewhere in the middle of the month. Like, you know, those 10 days in the middle of the month. I really feel like something is imminent in the UFO world. Now, maybe it won't be a UFO. Maybe it'll be an asteroid that'll be very close, like we've seen over the last few years, and they leave the trail in the sky. You know, one of those maybe, or something catastrophic is on the way. Something catastrophic, and everybody will be watching all around the world. It's going to be one of those worldwide events where something's going to happen in the next 3 months. Yet you can't start it in March. You can't say March 31st. No, it's got to be in April. That's the way I'm feeling it. Some of you feel that too, but I don't know if you're just saying it. People say things all the time. All the time. A lot of stuff. What? Roll call? Yeah, we'll do roll call real quick. What the heck? Oh, yeah, the thumbnail. Let me get rid of that. It's not the actual sighting that happened in the forest. Or as my regular accent would say, forest. Forest. You know who was supposed to originally play Forrest Gump? Chevy Chase. I watched Whatever Happened to Chevy Chase, or What Happened, something like that. It's from Joe Blow's channel. It's the name of it, I think, Joe Blow. And I thought that would have been an awful movie. You know who could have played it? I know we see it through the eyes of Tom Hanks, but I think Jim Carrey would have done a great job as Forrest Gump. He would have been good. Or an earlier Richard Dreyfuss, he would have been good. I almost said Richard Dawson. Can you imagine? Roll call? All right. Hey, Blue Chicken, welcome to the show. Sir Wolf67, welcome to the show. Gilbert Gaitlin. I always say Gaitlin. Welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitsky, Nathan's Hot Dogs, welcome to the show. Lisa Marie, not Presley, welcome to the show. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Bob M, welcome to the show. Hey, we got a super sticker from King John TV. $9.99 super sticker. It is a hulking up, it looks like a joystick from Nintendo. That's cool, man. That's the coolest one I've seen yet. Thank you very much, King John TV, for the $9.99 super chat. That's right, kids. If you want to help support Goof On, you can super chat. That's how we survive around here. Also, with patrons, I got a new we got somebody new who just joined. Let me bring it up so I don't forget. I won't be disrespectful. By the way, mucho generoso, King John TV. So the new patron is IR Film. Hey! Thank you very much. He made up his own tier. He's a tier 2. He gave a boost. All right, we're doing well on the old patron. Videos are coming. Look, I swear to God, on my beautiful dog that passed away, Angus, there will be a video this weekend for the patrons. I've already got it set up. I just got to edit it. Felix Cordova, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the show. Super generoso everywhere. Thank you, IR. Is it IR Film? IR Film. Yeah. He's in here all the time. Can't believe it. Love seeing that support. Thank you. And also, I have the Cash App and PayPal. You can see all the links on the channel, the YouTube channel, on the right-hand side, about a third of the way down. Right around the subscribe button. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share. I said like, side. Jill Tate, welcome to the show. Beautiful flowers. Oh, that is really nice. I like flowers like that. Although I do like Felicia's lips. Oh. Thomas Roberts, welcome to the show. I don't need to see your lips. Joe Monk's here. Angus does rule. I was just like... Cool thing is, I didn't have a lot of dreams about him, since he's passed almost going on 2 years. Fuck. But I looked at some photos. I took some really close-ups of him, and I was doing some artsy stuff, and I was just looking at him. And it's amazing when you look at a picture of something you spent 15 years with. I mean, I was imagining touching his eye because I had a close-up of his eye. It was a really cool picture. And it's easy to remember what his dry nose felt like, and the eyelashes and in between, his little thigh bone and all that stuff. And then I of course, I fell asleep and I had a dream about him. And you want to know what it was? It was awesome. He got ran over by a car. Yeah, it was great, man. As the car is about to hit him, I turn away. And then I hear somebody in the dream say, he's okay. And I turn around and he's walking away staggered. And I went like this because I woke up and this is what I was doing. This is what woke me up. I go, oh. I was crying. I was crying in the dream and I woke up going, oh. It was weird, man. Martin Reeder, welcome to the show. Stephen Karn, welcome to the show. Ms. DJ, so nice. Giddy up. Den Bub, welcome to the show. First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, I see ya. Welcome to the show. All right. Eric, A1872, welcome to the show. All right, we're going to keep... Stu Gerson's here. The Gerson of all stews. The man of steel, iron, and lead. And a little bit of gold. Welcome to the show. I bet Rich owns at least 100 hats. I think I have 43 hats. I threw a lot away. They just got worn. You wash them, they don't look right anymore. You just chuck them. Well, to the Goodwill. I threw them out. Nothing is safe in the wake of the woke leftists. That is a name and a half right there. I wish I was using StreamYard tonight to load that up on the screen. Nothing. Well, thank you. Nothing is safe in the wake of the woke leftists. Being that I like your name, you understand. We understand each other. Crow Step, welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs, I already said it. JP Besson, nope. Betty Double Kick Chick, both of yous, welcome to the show. All right, let's get going. Hey, Rebecca Toyna, let's get going. That's enough. It's enough. Helen Berry, I see. I didn't want to forget you since you're right there. Denbub, did I say it? Denbub? DB? IR? IR Film, we thanked you for your support at the Patreon, Goofon. Anyway, it really is. This is the job now. This is how it takes care of everything. So I can, when I get to Florida, this isn't going to be like a stay-at-home job anymore. This is actually going out, and I'm going to try to drum up some business, man. Paul Tavares, welcome to the show. Paul Tavares, yeah, that's right. I forgot last night. You have that stage name. Neats B. I like to listen to what I said last night. You know, I never listened to the previous night's show. Do you know I've never done that? I've listened to past shows, but not the previous night. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't want to do it. All right, so I'm going to start you off with something. I don't know if you were... I do have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to try something new. Not a lot of side talking. Capiche? I'm just going to try to get you as much information as possible tonight without all of the fluff. But I like fluff. Sometimes the fluff makes the show. See, I'm doing it now. Damn it. All right, last night I put a video up on Third Phase, UFO Report. And we showed you last night Felix Cordova's UFO sighting. It did showcase last night, but I don't want to show you that one tonight, even though it's really cool. What I want to show you is a sighting that was from, I think it was 2016. It's not the car, it's the motorcycle now. I think the guy switched from a car to a motorcycle. And that's going to be gone when I get to the new... I'm making a studio. I don't know what the room looks like yet. Well, I do, but I don't. I am going to pad the walls, pad the floors, pad the ceiling. Seriously. I was thinking about painting the whole room green, like a green screen. I could start every show wearing green, paint myself green, and hide in the wall. And we'll do Where's Waldo, Where's Rich? I'll do one of those. So I'm going to play this from a few years ago. Fluff, I did it again. Stupid Fluff. This is pretty cool. This has nothing to do with me, by the way. I'm not even going to play me. I'm just going to play the sighting, and we'll talk for a second. It's pretty cool, actually. Don't know what it is, but I want to hear what my Goofon crew says tonight. These two orbs that are sitting in... Let's just
clouds right now. And it's pretty thick. And you would think if it was the sun, it's really peeking through those dark clouds right now. I'm not sure if it's the sun or not refracting, maybe making some kind of double exposure on the lens.
Yeah, it's a great capture right there. Look at the clouds itself. They almost seem like it has a smoky texture to it. And it seems to create a fusion around whatever we're looking at. Double orbs, standing out too.
Yeah, and some people might say it's a reflection, maybe on a window or on a window. It seems that the person who shot it actually kind of walked through a door, maybe through their apartment or house or what have you. It doesn't seem like they're shooting through a glass.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. I could rule out Chinese lanterns. They don't really light up like that. There seems to be a box, a flotation device. This is more of like orbs as you see them. It almost looks like the sun.
I don't know what it is.
And there's a double sun next to it. But
I don't understand this thing. So could it be a weird sun anomaly? Like, is the sun behind those clouds? Anybody? It wasn't a bong hit. I knew you guys would fall for that. I just, for the third time, I knocked over my vape. I don't do bong hits. All right. So what do you guys think it is? I know it's a 30-second delay, pretty much. It started out as 15 seconds, now it's at 30, and usually it stays there. So what is it? Binoculars. That's funny, actually. Who said that? Ms. DJ, that's funny. I don't think it's binoculars. I don't think it's an airplane. They're not moving. I don't think it's a drone, although it can be. 2 drones. So what is it, Steven? Just say it. Spit it out.
You know, there'd be...
Let me know, man. It's a plane? It's not moving, though, man. The guy videotaped it for 2 minutes, and it didn't move. Yeah, not a reflection either. They're outside. They're not driving. They're walking. See, if it's not a reflection... See, how are they doing that? That's not a reflection. If that's a reflection of what, though? Like 2 lights inside a house and we're just being lied to? Because that's what you're saying. I had a friend who put ice in his bong. It purifies it, dude. Oh, well, all right. Can't you taste the difference? No, you will. I'll be stoned by then. Of course I will. A piece of shit would taste good. No, it wouldn't. It would be awful. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I said that. I would, if it looked like a Hershey bar. See, I don't know what this is, guys. You guys don't know either. We can't tell. Oh, wait a second. Troy may have it. The clouds are blocking the hillside to the neighbor's house on on the hill. Excuse me, COVID. That is car lights parked in his driveway? There's no mountain back here. There's no mountain back there. That would make sense, though, right? Because you think you would see the mountain peering through. I mean, that would have to be perfect. But, I mean, that does make sense. So, 2 things that make sense. Oh, Karn thinks it's orbs. Right. It looks like it's there. That's the tricky thing about this one, because it does look like it's there. However, there was some interesting movement that... See, okay, it looks like it's moving the same speed as the clouds. We just had some stationary movement by the camera, and it looked like it was going with it. Let's see. Right here. Right there. I don't know. Could it be 2 balloons? Like hot air balloons that are hidden in the clouds? We're just seeing their fire? I don't know. I think Steven's right. I think it's orbs. It's a good one. It's tough. Because we could be fooled. It could be 2 drones. It could be a big drone. It could be a reflection. So here we go. We start you off with something that can be a bunch of different things, right? It's not an easy job. So I don't understand why me, and some other people who actually talk out loud about sightings, you know, we give our opinions, we get ripped for the weirdest stuff. Like, somebody said, I think we talked about it last night. By the way, thanks for all your support in the comments last. There was a couple of people that were getting a little verbose, so I appreciate the backup. Anyway, this sighting's kind of weird. It doesn't make sense, but we have a hard job, and I've never seen anything like that other than, well, I've never seen it live. I don't know. I don't think it's a mountain in the background, although that would be very, very, very logical, but I don't see any mountain. These clouds, they're going down a little ways. You'd think you would see the mountain somewhere, even a hint of it. And if these are on top, maybe there is a mountain under here and it's 2 towers. But why would this person need to record it? 2 things. They've never seen anything like it before, or they want to fool you and they want to fool me. All right, let's move on because we're not going to figure it out. Capiche? Oh, it's a 1 capiche show already. Damn. Am I missing anything in the old chit-chat room? All right, nothing. What do you guys think it is? Orbs move, throw stationary, the hills have eyes. Yes, Jimmy Mac soundtracks. Welcome to the show. Lisa, no apology needed. If I could take off, I would too. I'm glad you even take the time even to show up. Everybody. Stephen A., welcome to the show. It's the Iron Giant. Yes. Yes. What's up, Stephen A.? Yes. The Iron Giant. Yeah, it might be. All right. So the 3Ds. Are you ready for this? I do have another sighting after I go over to 3Ds. It's a good one. The 3Ds. Does anybody want to take a guess on what the 3Ds might be? Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't believe I almost swallowed my tongue. Cuppy with the $20 super I Dream of Jeannie super sticker. That is kick ass. They've got some good stickers nowadays. $20. Thank you so much. Super generoso. Thanks, you guys. Thank Cuppy. Thank Cuppy. Thank you, Cuppy. My tongue got stuck. Don't ask. I had dry mouth. Thanks a lot. That's a cool super sticker, man. She twitches her nose and then she lifts her head up like she's throwing her hair back. COVID. Her hair goes up in the air and makes a heart. It's pretty cool. Thank you very much. That's super generoso. I'm glad I looked. I wasn't even looking in the chat room. All right. Yeah, I can't post it on the screen tonight because I'm not using StreamYard. I'm using OBS. Anytime you see the background, you see the studio here, whatever it is. That's how you know I'm not using StreamYard. Plus, it looks a little clear, a little more color, not so bright. And I forgot I'm moving the camera. I forgot to move it. I knew I forgot something. The camera's too high. Anytime I look up at the camera, I'm looking at a light. I want to move it down here so it doesn't hurt to look at. Nobody likes looking up. My whole life, I've always been looking up at people. I'm only 5'1", so I'm not. I'm joking. I'm not 5'1". 5'2". Most of the girls I dated seemed to be between 5'2" and 5'5". I dated a girl who was 6'2". And she was this is fluff talk, but it's funny. When she put heels on, dude, she was 6'5". And she was a volleyball player. She was a college volleyball player. And going pro. And when she held my hand when we went out, it felt like I was being pulled around by my mom. Her hand was so big, man. I was like, your hand is huge. You know what that means? Volleyball scholarship. She also played first base. I think she played first base at college too, at ASU. All right. the 3Ds. Nobody knows? Anybody say what the 3Ds might be? Neats B, welcome to the show, says, Rich, can I call my new strain Goof on Haze? Frickin' A, you can. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. If you wouldn't, I would be upset. Joe, I can't move the camera up my nose. You don't want to look in there. Rich, I have a UFO picture. A good one, bro. Just email it. I don't see... Oh, Disclosure, Demons, and Drunks. No. Doty, Drama, and Delinquent from Arizona Lerps. And Joe Monk said Disclosure, Demons, and Drunks. They're both great. Disclosure TV said Don't Diddle Donuts. We figured it out. It's a big pair of balls in the sky. Dude, I didn't even think of that. It is. Nah, they're too far apart. It was a good try though, Karn. All right, you want to know what it is? I'll just tell you. Oh, how's my limp wrist? I would have to say it's about 80%. I still have an issue gripping stuff 100%. It's very sore today. Like, cause I massaged the shit out of it. I was trying to wake it up for 2 straight days. And I'm feeling the pain from all of that. Skin's a little bit better. It's not as discolored. But thank you for asking. Yeah, it's still weird. Still a little weak in my pointer and middle finger. In between those fingers, that part in the top of your hand, it's super sore. All right. The big 3 Ds. Drip, drip, disclosure. I don't want to hear it anymore. I said two of the words out of the 3 were the same. I thought that was the hint. Dots, dorks, and dummies. Greg Cobb. We might just change it to that just because it's great. Dots, dorks, and dummies. Dorothy Lang says, Dorothy, Donna, and Delight. Oh, well, aren't you positive? That was cute. But no. What does Martin Reeder say? Don't dare. Do. Ah. Troy. Boy, you guys are really good at this. Troy SR71 says, deny, deny, deny. That's a good guess. But no. Well, we already know the answer. Drunk, disorderly driving from Stephen Karn. I'm trying to look around, see if anybody else said anything. Arizona Lerp says, Doug Ducey did it. Yeah, right. Oh, Cindy Lou has one too. Drink, drugs, and dominoes. Yes. You drink, you do your drugs, and then everybody falls down, right? That's ufology right there, man. Good job. Oh, Joe. All right, we got everybody, I think, right? Yeah, that was a good one. Don't do drugs, Stephen Karn said. All right, we got. Blue Chicken says dirty donkey deeks. Sky Allen says dudes, dames, and dates. You guys are good. Dudes, dames, and dates. Dudes, dames, go on dates. All right. The 3D is drip, drip, disclosure. Helen Berry thinks it might have been dot, dump, dash. Sir Wolf thinks it could have been Dolan does Dolan does Dallas. Wow. Man, you guys are better at this than I am. Gilbert Gayton, he thinks it might have been dingo berries, dingo berries, dingo berries. Star Hunter, okay, Star Hunter has one here. Drink, drank, drunk. Man, you guys are amazing at this. Yeah. Well, and Betty has another one here. Betty Double Kick Chick. Dudes, dicks, and dog shot. I don't know what dog shot is. Ms. DJ, disclosure, discovery, debunking. That's a serious one. Martins has another one. Drowned, drowned, and drowned. Drown and drown, drown and drown. Stu Gerson, I think he's got the best one of them all. Duh, duh, duh. All right, you guys. I'm going to do one more here. Two more. Bridget Ladd says, don't dumb down. That's a good one. Don't dumb down ufology. First Floor Audio says, do, do, do. Do, 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 do. All right, now you guys are doing the da, da, da. Damn Disclosure Deception from Sightings on 18 Wheels. Great channel name. It does sound realistic. IR Film says, do's, don'ts, and disclosure. That's a really good name for a channel, the do's and don'ts of disclosure. Nah, it's not a good name. You know what it is, though? It's a good segment name. All right, I'm Vita Ninja's the last one here, and Valerian the Mac. Doody-doo from Valerian the Mac, and Vita Ninja says, dank, don't. All right, now we're moving on. So why do I say this? Drip, drip, disclosure. Stop saying it. Because let me ask you this now. Now I'm going to ask a question to the question. Can you be a little bit pregnant? Some guys think so. But you can't. You either are or you aren't. Same thing with disclosure. You can't have a little disclosure. So stop saying, oh, we're getting drip, drip disclosure. Well, we've got the worst leak for 77 years, dripping and dripping forever. Just stop saying it. Just you can't have drip, drip disclosure. There's no such thing. Drip, drip pregnancy is a more obvious thing. You know what I mean? Just don't say it anymore. You're lying to yourself. You can't have just a little bit of disclosure. You either have it or you don't. You know what the drip drip is, kids? It's evidence. That's all it is. It's just evidence. Right, Rich? It's evidence of disclosure. No, it's not. Because you don't know where it came from, who it came from, and when it came from. With the baby, you see what I'm saying? Just understand. When you're pregnant, you know who did it, when they did it, how they did it. Well, maybe not how, but you get the, well, there's a right, but you know what I mean, the position. Unless you're one of those. I don't like you looking at my face. Your face, your ass, what's the difference? A gosh! As long as I got a place to put my ashtray. Dice. Comedy. You hear? I hear you. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight too. I forgot to shave. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Goof on. Whatever. It's Friday night. We made it to the end of the week. We went through a lot this week. Right? No. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be on this podcast. Let me pull it up. I think it's it's with Big Lou. And I believe the name of the podcast is... I don't know. It's just tomorrow. Hey, Rich, I got a small podcast. Where's the name of it, Lou? We'll be using da-da-da-da-da. Do you do this? I don't see the name of it, Lou. Lou, what is the name? Okay, we're going to have a couple of people on. I couldn't get anybody else to come on for Saturday at that time. Yep, I don't know the name of it. But he goes by Big Lou. So if anybody knows Big Lou, I'll be on that podcast tomorrow, early in the day. I hope. I don't see any. I don't see any evidence of the name of the show or when. Anyway, isn't that weird? You'd think I would have that information. All right. So that's what's going on for the rest of the week. And also I'll be making another third phase video for Sunday, I mean. And tomorrow the patrons will get a nice video from me to you. And unless something's going on third phase of Moon, nothing going up there yet. So, but, I mean, they have their own stuff going on. A lot of good things going on with third phase of Moon I can't talk about. Makes me upset I can't speak about some things. But it's okay. It's worth the wait. All right. Like I said, got a lot of stuff. All right. I don't know why I have this up here. There's a satellite startup called Capella Space. They want to tap 60 billion in the intelligence market with new imagery. They have a satellite that can view the entire Earth in detail. Like, we have satellites now that can look at the Earth, but they take, what are they called? Swaths? They only take slices of the Earth at a time, and then they got to put it together. This one can do like Google Earth imagery from anywhere. It's pretty amazing. They have this video. Let me pull up, see if I can give you this. Yeah, I can pull this up for you. Here's what the CGI looks like of what the satellite will be doing. It says the video shows the Capella 3 satellite reflector deployment using its boom as a selfie stick. The reflector is folded and compact as it reaches space and expands to 3.5 meters in diameter, which is about 10.5 feet. They're trying to tap part of an Earth intelligence market that's worth about 60 billion. Their business is based on combining a special type of imagery with the small and expensive spacecraft. The company is building a network of satellites that can capture images of places on Earth multiple times a day. The imagery, known as synthetic aperture radar, allows Capella's satellites to capture images at any time, even at night or through cloud cover. The company plans to use its technology to capture part of the government-focused market of intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, CEO Payam Benazeda, whatever the hell that... What am I saying? CEO Payam Panazeda? I didn't read this far into it because I knew what I was reading. He estimates this so-called intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance section accounts for 2/3 of 40 billion of the total Earth's intelligent market. Oh, that's what they mean. They can see the whole Earth at any time. Okay. Wow, that's pretty dynamic. You can see through clouds, see through smoke. Here's some images here. The new images show the Rybachie. It's a Russian nuclear submarine based in Western Russia. The Temple of Heaven buildings in Beijing and the India Gate in New Delhi. So these are some of the pictures. And they're looking through right now. They're looking through smog. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. It says here it is a coherent active measurement system. That means the radar signals sent out by the satellites and reflected off the ground have information hidden that includes characteristics of what is in the image. The signal then comes back differently based on the material, the texture, and the moisture, he said. Damn. Anyway, Spies are us. Spies are us. All right, here's a, I wanted to show you this sighting. Two real quick. This one's also from third phase of moon. I've never seen it before. I accidentally came across it. You know why I play a lot of third phase of moon stuff? Because I don't have to ask permission. I have it. And also, these are really good. And nobody's probably seen these in years. This is 2 years old, if not more. Check it out.
Control, this is flight. We have landed on the moon.
All right, Tyler Mawa. He allowed us to share this with you. He captured this on his dash cam approximately about 6:54 a.m. early in the morning, and it was at the intersection of St. Paul's Church Road and Highway 70 in Hickory, North Carolina. He said that looking almost directly south, he was very satisfied to watch. He couldn't hold back his excitement. We had to unfortunately mute some of the audio due to some music playing in the background, but let's get to what this possibly could be. A lot of people are speculating that it's just simply a meteor, and I'm going to have to pretty much agree with them. But then again, when you're looking at this a little closer,
that's not a meteor.
This thing doesn't seem like it's descending. It's just traversing across the sky, almost in a horizontal trajectory. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
It almost seems like you're skipping a rock across water, but this thing's flying above the air that just entered our atmosphere and it's burning up. There is no tell, which I found kind of fascinating, but I do believe this is a meteor. It does turn green at the end. That's what he states. And
okay.
Meteors often do have a greenish tint. It depends on the composite of what this meteor is made of.
Does anybody want to take a guess?
I like this sighting.
Please help me.
We're going to share it either.
Does that look like a meteor?
If this is a meteor.
I don't think I've ever seen a meteor. As a matter of fact, I haven't.
It does turn green at the end. That's what he states. And meteors often do have a greenish
There's
tint.
something I don't
It depends
understand.
on the composite of what this meteor is made of.
All right.
I like this sighting.
I don't understand why we can see it already. It's not even glowing. You understand? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not a satellite. It looks, that's what satellites do though. They do that. I don't think it's turning. I think it's going in a straight line. That the car actually was making a turn, so it looks totally weird. But it went in a straight line. It's probably a satellite, an iridium flare satellite. That's what they look like, and the timing is perfect. It's just after sunset or before the sun comes up. Either way, you can tell what time of day it might be. Yeah, that's up there. I don't think it's under the clouds. I think it's in space. What do you guys think? Whoa, what is this? Wow. Oh, a rocket. Wow, that's cool. It's a different video. That's cool.
This is a possible life
remember this?
form.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're back here. No, not me. Remember this thing? What I don't understand is, if those are two planes, what are they doing 30,000
We
feet
had
up?
permission from the source who shot
Doing that.
The Sci-Gi TV has a YouTube channel, and while he is flying over Europe, he filmed something interesting, he states. Basically, a mysterious creature is flying with a plane that sped over Latvia.
It's not a meteor. I know, I don't think so either. This is weird, man.
All right, to the left is the original, and to the right we added a little bit of brightness contrast, and we wanted to make this thing pop, or basically two multiple objects, as whatever this thing is kind of reveals itself throughout the video.
It's weird.
Could this be some kind of military exercise?
So you have two jets next to each other? And what they're doing way up here, it's probably... see, this is what I don't understand. If it's secret space program stuff, why would they do it right by an airliner where people can see it? That doesn't make sense to me. So then I got to think, is it UFOs? Is that what we're looking at here? UFOs? Well, why would UFOs have an exhaust that looks like that? Then you got to think, okay, well, maybe it is maybe a military exercise. But I wouldn't think they would be that close to an airplane, especially a commercial airliner. It doesn't make sense. It's a bizarre one, isn't it? This stuff is crazy. It's wild, right? Okay, Top Gun pilots. Well, if they're practicing, I don't think they would practice at 35,000 feet. The air is different. You wouldn't get the same type of traction you would as if you were 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet or 3,000 feet. So I don't know. This is a weird one. Everything's weird, I'm telling you. See, and this is what gets me. People pick on third phase of moon. Post all bullshit. It's all crap. Really? I don't think so. It's pretty amazing. I didn't even expect to talk about this tonight. This is just added bonus. I think that's a satellite. That's an iridium flare satellite. I should have thought about that first. I should have. My fault. It's always my fault. All right, what else we got? I got a lot of show to do. Here's another sighting. This one is from 2018, but I've never seen it before. Check this out. I don't know. I don't know if it's CGI, but it's pretty good. It's short. Oh, that looks like CGI now. Never mind. I didn't see it on the big screen until now. That doesn't look like any, I mean, on the phone it looked like a silver disc. But to me this looks like, it looks fake. I don't know. It looks like it's actually there, to be honest with you. I've never seen anything look grainy like that. Why does it look grainy? You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know what did they take a piece of a cloud? I mean, what's this line running through it? There's some weirdness here. For somebody to make a fake look like this, it's weird. It's a weird way to fake it, but watch what happens. Shit. There we go. It's not as in... What the f... It's moving. Yeah, the ending didn't look good, did it? It just turns off. Did it go in the clouds? I don't know. Yeah, that part looks fake. A lot of people on the internet seem to have commented on this thing. Let's see. It seems like it just shuts off at the end. Like it doesn't. Oh, I think it's fake. I see some anomalies. Yeah, I think it's fake. Yeah, that's fake. Yeah, that's 100% fake. Watch the end of it. It just bloop. Watch it. Watch. Bloop. That's an awful edit. They could have done so much better. Well, I knew it was fake once I saw how it was shrinking in size. When it shrinks in size, it doesn't gradually shrink. It seems like they just shrink it, then press play, shrink it, press play. It's pretty, you could even see what looks like a black, I don't know, box around it. I don't know why that would be there. I know it's moving, but watch. Yeah, see, it's weird. That's so fake. Yeah, that's awful. But the weird thing, when it disappeared, I just noticed something. It looks like it went this way. Seriously, watch. Watch, it goes this way. All right, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Nah, it's fake. It's the worst. I thought it was cool on the phone, so I put it up here for you guys. All right, let's talk about the 3Ds a little more. And you want to know why I'm a little down on the 3Ds? Because disclosure doesn't come like that. That's not disclosure. A lot of people say remember when the Admiral Wilson files came out? And everybody's like, oh, we're getting more drip disclosure. And then we had the New York Times saying we got off-world vehicles, retraction. Oh, wow, that's more drip disclosure. I can't tell you how awful that sounds to my ears. It's not drip. Whatever happened to just saying evidence? Did you see the evidence last night? The UFO evidence? Now it's drip disclosure. Everything is. We just had a sighting on third phase last night. Oh, it's more drip disclosure. No, it's not. It's not. Stop it. It's just evidence. Why am I so tiny? Because I have small man syndrome? Is that what you're saying? We can't have drip anymore. Stop it. It just doesn't work. That's the only reason. That's the only problem I have. I don't want you to say that. I don't think anybody should say drip disclosure. You can't be partially pregnant and you can't be partially having disclosure. What is disclosure? Okay, so disclosure is what? When they announce that the aliens are here and they give us everything we need to know, right? That's disclosure, admitting they have what they've been lying about all these years. Let's take that over to pregnancies. You're either pregnant or you're not. But you could have drip pregnancy. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I'm having I don't feel so good. I'm having morning sickness. That's drip pregnancy. Oh, honey, I'm not hungry. I said I'm not hungry. A little moody. Drip pregnancy. I missed my period. Drip, non-drip, drip pregnancy. You understand? Soon as you're pregnant, you can't be unpregnant. Soon as you have disclosure, you cannot undo it. You either are one way or the other. And that is the only way I could have explained that to you that I could understand, is with the pregnancy. Either you are or you aren't. Oh, sure, I didn't have to throw in all the other stuff, but for flavor, we do that, Got to make the point. It's true, though. Everything I just said is true. All right, I think we've talked enough about that. You guys get it. So last June, I've never seen this. Something weird was spotted in the sky over France. Is it Taverny? I think so. Let me show you the pictures. Somebody took pics. A photographer and his friends were chatting outside on June 20th, 2020. I remember that day. We had a show that night, 2020, remember? Around 9 p.m. Eastern. Hey, we just started the show at that time. Oh, that's France. The sky was still very clear when they spotted strange, bright, elongated shape anomalies in the sky, as if the sunlight was reflecting on the objects. Wow. Look at this. I don't remember this. They counted 4 objects and they were all moving in the same direction at approximately equal distance. That what they meant to say is equidistant, I bet. Equidistant apart. Are we okay outside now? What is going on? I feel like I'm seeing something, like there's a bug or something, but this is like the 3rd night in a row. I'm freaking out sitting down here. They counted 4 objects and they were all moving in the same direction. Equidistant, made no sound. The photographer took several photos using super zoom of his Pentax camera before the objects were too far away. The sighting ended when they were no longer within sight. I couldn't see it anymore, so I guess it's over. When zoomed in on the anomalies, you can clearly see these are not Mylar balloons, drones, or known registered aircraft. No, that's not true. I still see it. Yeah, could be. Could be balloons. Could be. I don't know. I don't remember it. Do you? I don't remember it. I can't move out of here quick enough. I'm really losing it. I don't know how I'm going to do 2 more months. Less than that. 7 weeks. The pounding I'm hearing above me is out of this fucking world. This kid upstairs, this 13-year-old pussy. The kid he cries, he screams, he's got issues. There's something wrong with this kid. He thinks he's entitled. Remember I recorded the conversation outside their door? Because the mother was screaming at the kid. But he doesn't know how to walk. He pounds on the ceiling when he walks. Dun 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 dun. And then you hear the screaming. Ah! Every now and then. Ah! UFO 2 on Twitter. Twatted. I'm sure it's been mentioned before on Twitter, but it blows my mind that the original leaker of the Pentagon UFO videos, user The Final Theory on Above Top Secret and Lou Elizondo, sure like to, quote unquote, put things, and they sure like to put things simply. Simply put. Is there another one? Simply put. Yeah. That's Lou for you. Everything's simple. Simply put, he says, that's why. Why all the gutter mouth when people question you? Again, I apologize. You don't know the feeling of having something completely real and having 20 people point a finger in your face and call you a liar and everything you tried doing for them a hoax? It's completely ridiculous. I like the way they spell ridiculous. R-E-D. Is it R-E-D? I thought it was R-I-D. And all you Above Top Secret members that have posted in this thread have really taken this to some crazy level. Simply put, that's why. I'd be more than happy to talk to anyone via chat to answer more questions. I think it'd be easier. Simply put, that's the Lou I know. There he is. What do you say, Lou? Lou's lips sink ships. The truth ships. Thanks, Lou. Couldn't do it without you. Question for the chat room, for all the people listening. This was posted by Kick Rocks. It's a good question. I usually bring it up every 6 months, but it's been about 4 months. COVID. Who would you consider to be the greatest living contributor to ufology? Contributor. I was an idiot. I put nobody. J. Allen Hynek. He's dead. Who would be the best? Who is, right now, who is the greatest living contributor to ufology? Would you say it would be Greer? Neither would I. Would you say Linda Moulton Howdy Doody? Nor would I. Would you say Richard Dolan? No. Contributor? The guy is a messenger. He's a messenger. Bob Lazar. Not a bad one, but no proof. Very little, if any proof. Can't use it. But he did spark a lot of interest. You can't use it. I'm talking who actually contributed. It's not easy. I like Dolan. Hey, no, I like Dolan too, but he's just not giving us anything new. He's doing what I'm doing here, basically, except I actually go out and investigate stuff. He doesn't. He doesn't go anywhere, do anything. If he's on TV, he's on TV. Richard Dolan gets stuff sent to him because he's got a big following and he looks the part, right? I get, you know what, I like that, I think it's, I'm not going to give my answer. I can't use myself, and I don't think I'm the greatest living contributor to ufology, so who would that be? That's a long list of characters that I really don't know. Rod Serling's dead. Justin Bieber. I don't know. Moonlicht. It could be. Justin Bieber gave just as much as Dolan did. If that's any consolation for Dolan. Yet no, Lazar and the 115, he didn't predict it. They already had information on how they could make 115, right? 115 was something within their community, the scientific community. That wasn't a public speaking thing. That was already going to be invented. He didn't bring it. He brought that to the public. But you can't just base the greatest. I'm talking the greatest contributor, not just one or two things that might or might not have been proven. Come on. If Stanton Friedman was still alive, would you consider him? I don't think he is. I don't think he's a contributor. He is the guy who broke out. Well, I guess we could say he reopened those Roswell files. He might be. This is tough. Billy Myers legit? I wish he would do interviews. Giorgio Tsoukalos' hair. That is probably the biggest contributor of all of ufology. It's a tough one. Linda and third. Well, Linda Moulton Howe does do some pretty good work. Dirty Bong, come on. Oh, you're laughing. Okay, yeah. Because Secure Team is not by any means. Well, and besides, secure team's no longer around and almost died. Still alive until he comes back. Secure team was a big influencer though, right? Wouldn't you agree that secure team was? Jaime Maussan. So, if you were to go, and I hate to say this to third phase of moon, but Jaime Maussan does have a leg up on third phase because they've been around longer. He's been around longer. And since 92, right? Doing the UFOs. I know, I don't want to say it. But for me, it would have to be... I think it's Jaime Maussan. Hey! Oh, shit. I think it might be. I know. Dr. Lear. Oh, Dr. Lear. Closer Encounters, what's up? I thought I was going to hear from you. Yes. Yeah, Jackie Gleason did see some real UFOs with Nixon. Nixon took him down to go see the UFOs, right? They knew the 115 existed mathematically due to atom placements. They just didn't know how to make it. Right, right. So don't you think Bob Lazar would have been privy to that information and just thought, you know, someday we are going to have element 115. Someday. Come on. You know, before Bob Lazar dies, because apparently the 115 was hidden in a safe place. He didn't admit to it, but he kind of gave a tongue-in-cheek kind of comment to that. Well, if I was to play devil's advocate, it would probably be hidden somewhere. You got that right, Bobby. Interesting. Wow, I didn't think that would bring up that much conversation. Greatest living contributor. Greatest? I think for me, Jimmy Mac soundtracks, Eric Von Daniken. Dude, this is, so you just made it that much harder. I don't believe in Phil Schneider. I'm going on the record right now. I don't believe in Phil Schneider. Well, I found out some things about the tunneling that he was talking about. And the way he talked about the machinery that was used to make those tunnels probably didn't exist. So I also heard that he somehow lost his fingers. Damn it, I wasn't ready for that question. Something happened to his fingers and his chest. I don't remember. It was an accident, I think. Somehow they got chopped off. I can't remember how. I think he had a stroke and they had to cut him off. I don't know, man. But yeah, I think he's a bullshitter. I think he lied. Thank you. Yeah, I was talking to Nothing is Safe in the Wake of the Woke Leftists on that one for everybody. I just wanted to say your name again. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Oh, I do. I got so much. This is going to be tonight and tomorrow. Oh, well, I'm just going to play the video. It has nothing to do with ufology. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't like the way our country's being handled right now, so I want to throw a punch. That's all I want to do. Oh, you sisters. Can you believe this? I already did this. I guess too much time went by. Unbelievable. I muted it for you guys.
Garbage disposal.
All this for a 4-second clip. Thank you. That's all. That's all I wanted to show. And it's sad. It's sad. But I'm mad. I'm mad. My dad's got Parkinson's, so I think I see that in Biden here. But this guy is just sad. That's all I'm saying. If you could read my mind, what would I be saying? Some of you already know. All right, UFO Case Alien on Twitter has been throwing out some really interesting depictions of aliens that have been seen during abductions. And I've got one here. I forgot to do one last night and I can't find it, but it'll come back to me. But let me show you this. What do we call these? The ant people, right? Are these the reptilians? Dank, dark, dirty. Oh, that's a good 3. Dank, dark, cramped spaceship. Eve is this one back here. Has also been a wrinkled old gray, 6 feet tall. Wrinkles or creases for this ant-like reptilian-looking thing. 6 or 6.5 feet tall, very long face and eyes. 2 small slits, a woofer and a mic, and I learned how to... Oh, wrong thing here. Pointed mouth. I like how they tell us everything we can see, right? He's got some ribs, you can see some bones. He got 2 arms, they're kind of skinny. Really? Black eyes, that's why I drew them black. Wow. They didn't seem to care about her. The taller gray, small gray. See that gray right here? See this one? That's what the gray looked like at the end of my bed. That's I just saw the shoulders, like not even like halfway up. It reminds me of him peering over the bed. Anyway, pretty interesting. Of course, we've seen these many, many times, but it's always nice to get somebody else's depiction because they seem to be similar but different. I think that people really like praying mantises. I think they're cool. I think they're one of the coolest insects. Brutal. Killers. But they're just cool. They look intelligent. Sometimes they look like they're staring at you. And like they're talking to you. Like, what are you going to do, huh? You're going to do something to me? See? And their mouth's constantly moving. Like they're licking its lips and everything. Like it's getting mad. All right. Listen to this. COVID. This comes from Ryan, a.k.a. UFO Jesus, Post-Disclosure World. He says, scientists largely ignore UFOs because they don't fulfill expectations of non-human intelligence, so they assume they're not real. Governments embargo the truth on UFOs because they are so weird and they don't have sufficient answers for humanity. There is a kinship here. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm even sorry I mentioned it. All right, I think oh, what is this? Did I send this to me? This type of thing just doesn't happen. 22-year veteran fireman said he's never seen this before. Wait a second. Oh, this is kind of cool. Wait, I don't want to watch it here, though. I don't want to watch it on his channel. I thought I sent this to myself. Hold on. Who is it? I'm going to try to bring it up. Jackie Wilson. Let's do this. Damn it. Yeah, not able to find it. All right, I'll just play the clip. He's not going to do a bad job on it, but God.
Nights blaze in Peachland, and that was the community I just showed you on Google Earth. A mysterious fireball caught on video floating through the night sky near Peachland sparked a blaze Tuesday night. Local resident Jay Belowski said he was taking his garbage out when he noticed a bright object glowing in the sky. It seemed like it was kind of circling around, he said. Belowski started videoing the object. At that point, he said he thought maybe it might be a drone, but then when he saw it break up into pieces and it started flying towards us, he said we saw the rest of it burn out, and then one piece basically fell down into the neighbor's yard. Belowski said he jumped in his truck and drove around to see if he could find it. At that point, he didn't know it had sparked a blaze. Meanwhile, somebody else had spotted the fire from afar and called 911. Peachland Fire Chief Dennis Craig said 4 fire trucks, approximately a dozen firefighters rushed to a report of a grass fire off of Ponderosa Drive around 8:45 p.m. We actually had difficulty finding it originally as it was a single caller from a distance, Craig said. It wasn't until we got to a different vantage point that we were actually able to locate the fire. The blaze reportedly spread
All right, I'm back. Next. This is cool. I like this. This is real interesting. Look at these rocks. This is from Gale Crater. A bit less gravity, thin atmosphere, literally zero rain and lots of time. Look at how they're just growing. Growing. That's how much sand it's shifted. It's pretty cool. I wonder if these are old plants. I wonder if they just like flash froze. I wonder what happened on Mars. Mars is so cool. It is. Here's an interesting story. This is recent. Is this recent? I don't know. You guys aware of this story? Jets alerted for saucers. Jet fighters of the Eastern Interceptor Command last night were alerted to reach the Washington area in a matter of minutes. I know, it's from 1955, I think. Is it? They paid a second visit within 24 hours. Yeah, this is old, right? The jets roared into action last Saturday night when a new invasion of saucers was picked up on radar here. 1952, come on. Can you imagine if this headline was now? 2 jet pilots sent up by the Air Force to investigate the mysterious objects pursued the saucers but were unable to make contact before they disappeared. The Air Force announced that a strange phenomenon between 4 and 12 in number were first sighted at 9:08 p.m. Saturday by radar operators at the CAA Air Route Traffic Control Center at National Airport. And of course, we all know what happened, right? No? You don't know? Beautiful sighting over Washington, man. Yeah, it was in the TV show. Does anybody know what the C8 experience is? Anybody? A51S on Twitter asked, I changed my bio for the year and no one asked me, what the hell is a CE8 experience? Let's ask Ryan Bledsoe. Sir, do you know what a CE8 experience is? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. Oh, okay, I wanted to play this. Wow, Maria Badaromo gets former DNI John Ratcliffe to talk about UFOs ahead of the deadline, that 180 days for the government to disclose what it knows. Usually we have multiple sensors that are picking up these things. Oh, this is interesting. Let me play this.
A lot more sightings than have been made public.
Hold on, let me pull it over. Yeah, I forgot I had this. It's pretty interesting.
Actually, is a program that's been in place for a few years in terms of a task force that has been there under the National Defense Authorization Act. But as you correctly point out, Maria, there's now a report that will be issued by the Pentagon, by the Secretary of Defense and the Director of National Intelligence. I actually wanted to get this information out and declassified before I left office, but we weren't able to get it down into an unclassified format that we could talk about.
It's so easy to say now after the fact, right? You know, I wanted to have disclosure on this, but you know how it goes. You know, things change.
Quickly enough, but frankly, there are a lot more sightings than have been made public. Some of those have been declassified. When we talk about sightings, we're talking about objects that have been seen by Navy or Air Force pilots or have been picked up by satellite imagery that, frankly, engage in actions that are difficult to explain, that movements that are hard to replicate, that we don't have the technology for, or traveling at speeds that, you know, exceed the sound barrier without a sonic boom. So, in short, things that we are observing that are difficult to explain. And so, you know, there's actually quite a few of those, and I think that information is being gathered and will be put out in a way that the American people can see. We always, when we...
This kind of talk, it's the same thing. We hear the same thing every time somebody gets on TV. What are they saying to us? We know there's something in the sky. We don't have the technology to find out or keep up with it. People have been reporting these things more frequently than they ever have before. I don't understand why they won't help. I don't understand why they... I couldn't hold it back. There's a little tickle in my throat.
When we see these things, Maria, we always look for a plausible explanation. You know, weather can cause disturbances, visual disturbances. Sometimes we wonder whether or not our adversaries have technologies that are a little bit further down the road than we thought or that we realized. But there are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen. And, you know, when that information becomes declassified, I'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
He thinks there's going to be a significant release of documentation that's going to tell us that we have been seeing these objects doing unbelievable maneuvers. We don't know if it's China or Russia, but we're going to find out, he said. We're not going to find out. Nobody knows, man. Let me tell you why I don't really know for sure what those Tic Tacs were. Remember how they said there was like 40 of them and they were following around the Nimitz for a couple of weeks down through the Catalinas and all that stuff. And then Fravor had that kind of a close encounter and his co-pilot saw it and went down near the water and it was ding, 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 back and forth like it was a ping pong ball in a small glass. And then it whizzed by him at hypersonic speeds without without a sonic boom or any air disturbance. If it was us, and I don't want to say who, but some people know people in the military that I know, and I heard that our government, and I think, as a matter of fact, I think John D'Souza said this too. The guy who worked for the FBI, hello. He said that our own military would show off their new technology. So if the Navy was out at sea, right? Or maybe it's the opposite. If the Air Force was out, I don't know. But let's just say that they had this technology. The Air Force wanted to test this new technology, drone technology. It looked like a Tic Tac. And wouldn't you think that they were told to go out in the real world situation and watch our Navy do maneuvers and try to get intel on it, do reconnaissance with these Tic Tacs? And then we can get a true reaction of how our own pilots would react. Well, John D'Souza says, yes, that's what they would do. They would test it out on their own. They would fly these UFOs around commercial flights. They want to see how people are going to react in the real world. Now, on the flip side of that, and I think I've mentioned this before, either that, and it's us, or it isn't us, and it's the aliens, and they don't really give a shit because nobody can catch them. They're always 20 steps ahead of us. It's a very tough thing to figure out. This is the hardest field there is. There is no evidence for any of this stuff. Yet it's being talked about by very credible sounding people who are supposed to be credible and well trusted, who swore an oath or two. And then we've got the human element. People lie. But we know Fravor didn't lie. People on the Nimitz saw it. There was supposed radar hits, right? Didn't Kevin Day, isn't he the one who saw the radar blips? I don't remember. But this guy's acting like there's going to be disclosure on the technology of these Tic Tacs. Didn't he just say that? He just said that.
Sometimes we wonder whether or not our adversaries have technologies that are a little bit further down the road than we thought or that we realized. But there are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen. And, when that information becomes declassified, I'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
He didn't say Tic Tacs, but he's referring back to these crazy UFOs. Look at how proud he is. He is one proud person. I got through that without stuttering or taking a breath. I did that all in one chest full of air. He is, it looks like he's the cat that ate the mouse, or the mouse that ate the canary. Yeah. He looks like he just swallowed a canary. Proudly. It's funny how these people act, right? Watch.
Becomes declassified, I'll be able to talk a little bit more about that.
We'll be able to talk a little more about that. He's actually overbiting his bottom lip. He was proud. He was proud. John Ratcliffe, everybody. What's that? Oh, okay. Well, let's get to the sighting. It's 8:30. So, a supposed UFO landing in a forest may have been captured on video. What was that? I said there may be April of 2019. Come on, man. COVID. A UFO landing captured in a forest. I don't even want to give you the answer yet. I shouldn't even play it because it's that good. it's not. Is it? Well, what do you really think's going to go? What do you think? Do you really think somebody captured a UFO landing in a forest? The friggin' music, too. Can I just stop this here? You got your trees, and beyond the trees, there's these bright lights that seem to be moving around. Now, it may look like it's a campfire, but I don't think so. There's something weird about this video. Could it be cars backing up? Could it be a UFO just off the ground a little bit? And what are we looking at here? It looks like something is moving in and out. I don't know. Moving to the left. Did the car just turn? I don't know. But it is interesting. Let me show you something else. This was put up how many years ago? And it's only got I can't see. What happened to my screen? Why is it off? 43 views or something. How did it get that far out of whack? Oh, that's why, yeah, because I have it there. So what do you think? UFO landing in the forest? Eh. Uh-oh. Hold on, I think I... Damn it, I can't open my phone. Let me show you what my phone looks like. I dropped it in the sink. Oh. And I was doing dishes. And that's... Now, the screen color came back. Once I can get it to turn on, it seemed to work fine. I had to play with it for 15 minutes before to... somebody was sending me something about Fox and the UFOs, and I don't want to say who yet because it could be a very important... This is unbelievable. I can't open it up to read it. Hold on. Let me go through this here. Let's get rid of that. Oh, they do have video of this, the fiery orb that came in. I was playing it for Mr. MBB333.
This is absolutely a first for me. And what he's talking about is this object right here that came into the atmosphere kind of slow. Eyewitnesses are saying this thing kind of circled around the area and then it broke up into pieces and created this fire on the ground. Here's a video of it here at globalnews.ca. This is the object in the sky that created the fire on the ground Tuesday, March 16th in southern British Columbia. Here's the object here. This video goes on for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to take you to the part where it breaks up into multiple pieces. One of those pieces landing, creating a grass fire next to a home. Here it breaks up right there. See it? That does.
Could that be a flare? I'm not really seeing good video. I don't see things moving around. Let's take another look.
Object here. This video goes on for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to take you to the part where it breaks up into multiple pieces. One of those pieces landing, creating a grass fire next to a home. Here it breaks up right there. See it? That does not look like a typical meteor, doesn't look like a drone, doesn't look like space debris re-entry. Have no idea what that was. Once again, you can watch that in its entirety at the link down below in the description box.
But well, let's see if the link's here. Here it is. All right.
The
couldn't stay out here, but the flames were like, you know, you could see them rising above the level of the balcony.
A Peachland homeowner and her husband had the scare of their lives when a mysterious fire abruptly started on their property only a few feet from their balcony.
My husband and I were sitting watching television.
That's amazing.
And I heard a rumbling noise outside, so I asked him to turn the sound off so I could hear what it was. And so, of course, our vision went away from the TV, and I looked out the window, and there were flames lapping over the balcony.
Luckily, someone saw the fire on the hillside and called Peachland Fire Department. Crews arrived as the Wilsons evacuated their home.
They were amazing, and they stayed a long time afterwards, putting out all the hot spots.
That's
what
cool.
makes the fire so mysterious is that a nearby resident caught an unidentified flying object in the sky mere minutes before the fire broke out. The object appears to be a floating, glowing orb. Social media rumors were circulating. Many thought it was a meteor.
It was floating. So it wasn't going across the sky and that piece was broken off of it as it entered through the atmosphere. I think he's about to tell us.
Take out the garbage and seen something in the sky floating, and went back inside to get my kids, came back outside, and it's actually started kind of circling around and coming closer and closer. And then you could actually see it kind of like break up. And then you had a big chunk of something that just came down pretty fast.
Wow. Peachland Fire Department says the call that was made most likely ended up saving the home. They say only a few more minutes and the balcony would have been engulfed. And to make matters scarier, the Wilsons had 3 propane tanks on that balcony.
There was actually some minor damage to the house. It did actually get close enough and melted a little bit of the siding on the side of the house. So it definitely was a concern, but the crews did a great job and they were able to knock it down and extinguish it.
You know what I'm trying to do for the chat?
Point, what fell from this?
You know what I'm trying to do? I've never had to worry about this before. I'm trying to turn on the slow chat. But I don't know where to do that. I don't know where slow chat is to slow it down. That thing was moving fast. I mean, it wasn't stopping. I don't have that option to put the chat on slow. Let me see. Live chat. Yeah, I do have it. I don't think we need it though, right? How many seconds do you want me to put between messages? Let's do... They recommend 1 minute. It's not on... Den Bub, that was good. Touche. You're right. It did slow down. When I went over here, it was just flying, so I wanted to help out. I'm sorry. But that was a good joke. Very good joke. I like your style. Jerk.
Sky as well as what ignited the fire remains a mystery. Darian Matasafung, Global News, Peachland.
Anyway, that was an interesting sighting. It's already on slow chat. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? Let's do it, because it's been correct. I'm going to bring up the music. It is time for Magic 8 Ball. We do it every Friday. We're supposed to anyway. Magic 8 Ball for the weekend. Tonight, what we're going to do for the Magic 8 Ball, we have 3 questions that it can only take 3. Right? And hold on, let me turn the fan on because I'm sweating over here. It doesn't really look that good. Let me try a different setting here. We'll go with the green. We'll go with the green background. Turn off the light. Get a little mood going. Let's get this to black. Make it a little better. This one to black with a little light. Now, are we good? Can't see me. We're going to do Magic 8 Ball. 3 questions. When I say ask, I will pick the first one question. Whoever, don't ask now because I'm not going to answer it if you start asking. I want to know if you have any questions for the next week. Now, let's do this. Next week. Let's do weekly predictions. Okay? We'll do weekly predictions. This doesn't look right. This looks like crap. Come on, Rich. There. All right. Wow. This is awful. There we go. We'll just do that. All right. So I want to know. Ask now. When you ask the question, it has to be a yes or no. You can't ask me, in what year will we have disclosure? You can't do that. You could say, will we have disclosure in the next week or the next month? We're going to do for the next month predictions. So ask the 8 Ball now. Yes or no questions. Well, meanwhile, I'm ready with it whenever you are. Whenever you are. The first question that comes up, I'm going to answer it. There's only 3. Oh, I don't have the music. You suck. You really suck at this. You know that? You suck. Suck, suck, suck. I do. I'm the worst. There. All right, I'm ready when you are. You already asked? All right, is there a, hold on. Will you have me on the show anytime soon, from Stephen Karn? Okay, stop asking questions. I got the first one. Will I have Stephen? Will I ask Stephen? Well, that's not really a good question. Of course I'll have you on the show. I can't take that. I don't like that one. I'm actually vetoing that question. The answer is yes. Rebecca Turner wants to know, will I win the lottery this week? This week? That means tomorrow. Okay. For Rebecca Turner. Rebecca Turner. Will she win the lottery? Will she win the lottery? Rebecca, are you sitting by a cage or a crib? All right. The answer is, I can't see. Signs point to no. No. Next question. Next question. I'm ready right now. Will you ever have Tyler on my show? Will I ever have Tyler Glockner on my show? Because I knew who you meant, I didn't have to ask you to be more specific and throw your chances out. Here we go. Am I going to have Tyler Glockner on the show? Am I going to have Tyler Glockner on the show? My sources say no. Last question, starting now. Martin is PMSing. Betty Double Kick Chick asks, no, he didn't die. I can't ask that question. Dorothy Lang says, will Linda Moulton Howe ever have a guest? Will Linda Moulton Howe ever have have a guest? Will Linda Moulton Howe ever have a guest? Will Linda Moulton Howe ever have a guest? Will Linda Moulton Howe? Okay, here we go. Concentrate and think again. I didn't know if I could throw it because my hand's a little ginger. My hand's a little red. All right, here we go. Will Linda Moulton Howe ever have a guest? Most likely. And that's the Magic 8 Ball, everybody. I really didn't. I didn't have a good feeling on that game. There's something wrong with that game tonight. I'm still coughing. Yeah, you got it right. It's a good time now. Yeah. Ready? Ah, shit. Is this it? This isn't it. I don't want that one. Yeah, that's it. All right. And that is it for tonight, guys. I'm going to get going. I'm starving. Tomorrow, I think we're going to have a nice little surprise for tomorrow night. We'll be back here at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on GoofOn. Don't forget to check out Third Phase of Moon later. Thank you, moderators and super chatters with mucho generoso evening, and thank you for your time, and thank you, newcomers and veterans alike. Just the fact you even give me a minute makes me feel so proud to have that chance, so thank you very much. Tomorrow's gonna be good. Mucho generoso, everybody. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. Good night, everybody, and have a great weekend. If I don't see you, just come back tomorrow.